Radical.
Welcome to Flea Market Stories, documenting one man's journey to the world of flea marketing. I don't know. I'm so freaking tired. While I was recording this, the last recording, I just almost dozed off in between the recording. I don't know what the hell it is. Maybe I ate too much. I don't know what it is. Like certain things you eat make you tired. Need to hit me some caffeine. So I just decided to restart this whole recording. This is going to be for not the most recent weekend, but the weekend that I missed. And just a couple notable things I want to go into. One, of course, being that it was a big difference between sales from the last Saturday and the Sunday. Last Saturday was miserable sales-wise, $15. And I was pissed about that. $15. The day after, $150 plus bucks. So much nicer. And I was trying to think to myself, what was the big differences between Saturday and Sunday? What happened? Well, most of the answer is I took a chance. And sometimes when you take a chance, it doesn't pay off. Sometimes when you take a chance, it doesn't pay off. I have a regular setup with one big wooden table, one plastic fold-out table in the front, slightly up under the lip of the front of that table, and then to the back left side, I have another plastic table, and it's basically my arcade, where I have 3 game systems and televisions to the left. The try it before you buy it arcade. What I did was I took a chance because the sales from previous weeks were not that great. And I said, you know what? I got a lot of systems. I'm going to put the systems on the main table, aiming forward to get attention to my area. And then I'm going to have all the media switched out to the back left on the black table. And I actually looked when I was setting it up in my storage room, it looked really nice. But just because it looks good when you're setting it up, hypothetically, it doesn't mean it's going to work out or look great there. And that was a problem. I realized I messed up right after I set it all up because I'm thinking it's probably just not going to work out. There was too much space on the main table, and I didn't have the right size TVs to really kind of make everything go together because a lot of it is looks and how everything looks if it's going to draw people there. But by the time I set everything up, it was really too late because people were starting to come in, and I just kept it like that. But it went from bad to almost worse when right after I set up everything, I have everything set up, fed through 2 surge protectors and 1 drop cord. And not long after I set all that up, the TVs and the systems went off. And I checked it to make sure I didn't trip over anything or it didn't go off on the surge protector. No, the surge protector was on. So I was freaking out. I was thinking, okay, I think I know what might have happened, and I'm in some trouble with management. I thought I blew the electricity. I thought I had too much draw on that box, and I think I screwed everything up. So yeah, 2 things I was thinking was already it's gonna be a terrible day, and this thing, even if they fix it, it's going to take a while for them to actually fix it. I had multiple thoughts. I was thinking, are they going to pin it to me? Since that's my permanent spot, they're probably going to. And management knows that I have my game systems arcade set up right there. Granted, I was thinking, okay, like LCD flat screen small ones and Xbox 360s don't take a lot of power, but hell, I'm not an electrician. I was just thinking, I blew it. I blew it in several different ways. Now, there's a happy ending to the story, which is it wasn't. It was something simple. It wasn't the fact that I blew that power area. It was, well, not completely. One of those was bad. One of those outlets actually was just bad. So I always go to the top right outlet. There's 4 of them. And for some reason, I chose a different one, and that's all it was. It was a weak outlet. So I was like, whew, okay, dodged a bullet there. Because I didn't want to deal with all that. I mean, heck, they might even, I don't know if they would let me even sell there anymore. Or if I sold there, they might ban me from having TVs and consoles on display if I blew that box. And if that happened, then my whole model, everything that sets me apart, makes me special, makes me the special game seller there, which is to try it before you buy it arcade. I really need to trademark that. To try it before you buy it arcade. Nothing super fancy, but it works. It works. It's just a table with 3 flat screens and 3 Xbox 360s. But it works really good for me. Works really well. And my sales will be cut in half, and any future growth I would have is dependent upon that try it before you buy it arcade. Even when I got different systems there, like a PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, I could say, hey, before you buy that, you got a moment? I just want to, verify and show you that it works, if you got a moment. And people usually are like, okay, yeah. They like that touch. They love it. So without that arcade, without everything going on there, even little touches like the fact that people come over and play the games to bring attention. And sometimes there's like a little crowd over there, like there is at an actual arcade. Little things like that can draw sales in. And people just appreciate there being a place at the flea market where they can just go play video games on downtime. They just appreciate that. And sometimes people show their appreciation by buying things at your area. So I was really glad, really happy that nothing bad happened there. But I didn't have time to switch things around. I realized it was going to be a crappy day. And I just was like, okay, could be worse. It could have been worse. I will never make that mistake again. I will never, ever deviate from the setup that is working out for me now. This past weekend, it really worked out for me. So I'm not going to deviate from it. Even if I have like a bad day or two, what I built, what I've set up there is truly something special to behold.